our base theme song. That's it. I have that on repeat. I'm not gonna fuck around with this shit anymore. The last stream that we had with Stevio and Mad Cat, and before then, I was playing music off of Spotify that was labeled royalty-free music.
Mm-hmm.
And it even had notes on there saying you should not get a copyright strike over all this music. I confirmed myself that it is not royalty-free. We got one.
Lovely.
Yeah.
Like instantly too. That was
bullshit. They were looking for us, man.
Yeah, that was YouTube. That
They were just seeking you out, apparently.
Yeah.
haters, man. Sweet. All right. So everyone had a good day, I guess.
It could have been better. Work was slow today.
Well, that's
Not too
always a good day.
Well, no, not when you're working retail. It's not.
Oh, yeah. We're at a point on our job that it's kind of like a hurry up and wait.
Hey everyone, what's going on? I see you in chat. I see CD, G Alexander, Slim, Crazy, that official millennials guy.
Hey, give a shout out to CDG Alexander. That's my buddy Jamie. I
What's-
told him I'd be on, so he's jumping on to support.
What's up? Does he stream? I'll totally give a follow.
He does.
Oh, dope. Really? In that case.
He does. He is a hardcore League of Legends guy. He does a lot of MMORPGs. So definitely, if you want to check him out, he's the guy to go to.
Dope. I'm gonna go give that man a follow. Oh, looks like I already did follow him. That's right, the last stream I watched.
That's right. That's right. Yeah, I remember that.
We got one last thing to do.
All right. Just heads up for y'all. We'll be going live on the podcast
Dope.
for people who like to hear us instead of watching.
No, they can only hear us. They can only watch us now.
They can hear us.
No, they should only be able to watch us.
Do we do closed captioning for the hearing impaired?
Yeah. Are you inclusive, Alan?
Oh no. I didn't build that into the current template. I'm not doing it now.
Right.
I'll do it for future episodes.
I think that's one of the biggest misconceptions that people are like, hey, I'll just get a headset and a webcam and I'll be a streamer.
It's not quite how it works.
I've learned that the hard way because that's how I started, to be honest.
Right? Like,
Yeah, it's like, oh man, I need so much more.
you've had to learn like audio equipment, computers, film, photography.
The biggest thing I've had to learn so far is how to create my proper overlays for my stream. I do go through Streamlabs, OBS, Open Broadcast Software, which was a fun learning experience itself. But once I got the hang of it, it seemed really easy. And I started with Stream Elements, but I switched to Streamlabs because it's more streamlined. And then of course with their layouts, it's just all you do is put down what you want, and then from there, it's all customizable. So that's what my channel ends up looking like. Real sick transition screens as well. All the stuff they give all that to you for part of the subscription. So it's like you don't have to do a lot of work. I could go in and customize it all myself, but that's a lot of time. I work a full-time job, so
Yeah, dude, we all work full-time jobs. But before we get into that, welcome guys to Wednesday, and Wednesdays Official Millennials has the Circle of Jerks episode. I am one of your two hosts. I am crazy. I am Peach Z.
He is crazy.
I am crazy though. My mother had me tested.
I failed all of them.
Yep. I am joined with my co-host Ethan, also known as Crazy EB.
I'm right here.
Yeah. He's the other way. And today we have a very special guest for you guys, JayDoubleUEll, right?
JayDoubleUEll.
JayDoubleUEll. Thank you. I need to correct.
I'm Josh.
It's Josh, guys.
Other side.
Oh, well, you're
You'll get it
right
right
here
one
for
this
me.
time.
You're right here for
I'm
me.
so confused.
But how you doing, Jay?
Not too bad. Not too bad at all. Got home from work, fixed some dinner, decided to jump on here and join you guys. I appreciate the invite. Thanks for the opportunity to get myself out there, get my name heard by all of you Circle of Jerks, all the official millennials. It's great to be here. I'll give you guys credit. You were one of the first Discord channels I joined when I decided to become a streamer. So
Hey.
this is where I got my start. So I got to support you guys as well. And you're supporting me by putting me on your podcast. So thank you very much.
And you're supporting us by just being here, man. I'm excited that you're here. I'm certain that Ethan's way more excited than I am.
Yeah, it's actually not. So we've seen a lot of different streamers, and you're one of the only ones that we watch that do Apex. So that's have you streamed anything else besides Apex lately?
So lately, no. I started getting into Hyperscape with my buddy Jamie, the CDG Alexander, in chat. We tried one day of that, but it's kind of one of those things where it's a huge learning experience itself because when I first started playing Apex, I was on PS4, and that was before I was even a streamer. That was over a year and a half ago. I was a day one Apex Legends player with some of my friends on PlayStation. They started getting out of it, and I started getting into it with other guys who had PC. So I had one of my friends build me a PC. It's very rudimentary. Works for me. PC. It's not the top of the line stuff. I'm not a PC guy, so I don't know. I couldn't tell you what's inside this thing, but it works for me. That's all I need.
That's why we got Alan.
Yep, that's exactly what I'm for, man. I built my computer, and I helped him get his computer parts.
So, they decided they wanted to get into Apex as well. One of my buddies, Captain Howdy TTV, who you've seen me stream with, he was into Apex for a long time, and then Tommy D, who was the other guy in the group. We all decided, hey, we're going to start playing. And then once COVID-19 hit earlier this year, we had a lot more downtime, so we decided, hey, let's try and do something with this. So we all claned up. We decided, okay, we're going to do this, and we're going to do it our way. And so we played Apex Legends rigorously for 4 or 5 months straight. All of us got to a really good point, and then just by certain luck, it just happened to be that I was the one that started getting out there more. I put myself into it by saying I need to find people who I can stream with. I need to find people who I can get my name out there with. I've created Discord channels. I've joined Discord channels. I've created Twitter accounts, Facebook accounts, you name it. I've done everything I can just to get my name heard. And so obviously it's been heard by you guys. But Apex Legends is where I started, but I plan on starting to branch out even more into other games. There's a lot of PlayStation games I really love to play. I used to be really big on Madden. I kind of fell away from that because it's gotten mundane and boring. The one I'm looking forward to right now, The Avengers, comes. I'll be getting that this Friday. Unfortunately, I didn't get the pre-sale early access, but I'll be getting that this Friday. I'll be starting to stream that. The Last of Us is one of my favorite games. I've been playing The Last of Us 2, so that's going to be one that I'll be getting into. But right now, if you look at my channel, it is all Apex. And that's just because that's what I'm comfortable playing. That's what I'm comfortable doing. And I like being able to play with my guys. Captain Howdy and Tommy D, we all get along. We're not great, but we love to BS on stream. I love interacting with people who just jump in and say, hey, how's it going? And I love people sitting there just chit-chatting with me through the whole entire stream. So that's where my heart's going to lie forever. But like I said, I plan on branching out into more.
That's good.
Yeah, I think that's one of the biggest things is finding your support system, because this is so hard to do by yourself with everything that goes into it.
Oh my God.
I mean, me and Alan handle Circle of Jerks together, and still it feels like a full-time job for us.
Oh my God.
And we stream once a week. I can't imagine daily.
A couple weeks ago, I did. So we run our own podcast, and oh my God, this one week I streamed Tuesdays and Thursdays. We had Circular Jerks in the middle, and then we had our community game night on Friday. I was literally busy every afternoon, Monday through Friday, because Monday we record our usual podcast, Naked Podcast. If you haven't listened to it, I suggest you listen to it. Everyone in chat. I think there's a command for that. I'll punch it in later. But that whole week I was exhausted. So like now that I'm cutting back a little bit, trying to dedicate more time, it really did feel like I was working 2 jobs that 1 week.
Mm-hmm. I'll tell you what, when I first got into the streaming thing and trying to get my name out there, that felt like such a rigorous job itself, because I had to go to post to Twitter, I had to go to post to Facebook, I had to announce in all these Discord channels that I'm in, hey, I'm going live, come check me out, come support me. Mm-hmm. I started setting up IFTTs. I found the IFTT website and said, okay, this will be easy. Let's do this. If I go live on Twitch, it automatically prompts a tweet to go out. It automatically prompts a Facebook post to go out saying, hey, I'm live. And then all I got to do is say over in Discord, okay, let's go live. I jump on, and then from there, I just play my game. And, I don't stop in the middle of a game and trying to get more people to come. If they show up, they show up. Right now, I can average anywhere from 6 to 14 people showing up at a time. And I'm cool with that. I'm cool with keeping it small right now. I have no future plans to make it into a big name streamer, but I like having a small community of friends that can just jump on, and I know who they are. I've interacted with them before. I know them on a somewhat personal basis and say, hey, how's it going? How are you doing? Hey, how's it going, Peach? How's NJ doing? Hey, Crazy. What's up, man? Haven't talked to you in a little bit. How you doing? Stuff like that.
I know. I feel so bad. I try, like, I don't always interact, but I'll drop in. So people out there, I do view y'all. I do watch.
he listens as he does things.
yeah, exactly.
I do the
That's
same thing.
I'm usually like driving, or that's probably I drive a lot for my job, so it's the easiest thing. Throw it on, put it on my mount, and just go at it.
Yeah, and I've done the same thing too with some of the people that have supported me. I've shown them the same love. Like, I'll be driving on my way home from work, and I'll just do the same thing. I'll pull somebody up. Oh, who's live? Okay, let's put them on. And I'll say, hey, I'll be here watching. I'm not going to be interactive, but I'm here to support. And that's the biggest thing about a small community, is just showing that kind of support.
Yeah, NJ has a good point. It's like listening to a podcast, but they're playing video games.
Yep.
And
yeah.
And what did you say CDG Alexander's name was again? Jamie? Jamie. Jamie's right. Lurking still adds that viewership as long as you don't mute the stream.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think right now that's been really our goal and our focus is let's find a bunch of real good real good people, and I don't know, let's all get together and build something into work, because this ain't gonna work by ourselves. We try our podcast, our other podcast we've been on for over a year, and it's still getting there, building.
Yeah, and that's where I'm planning on working towards as well, because I started streaming and I started really diving into it back in June of this year. And I made a Twitch affiliate after about a month, which was a huge shock to me. I never anticipated it would be that fast. Of course, now the next plateau is partner, which means I have to have constant, nonstop viewership. That's going to take a long time, and I'm just saying I don't plan on getting there anytime soon. But I'm just here for the ride. I'm enjoying what I'm getting. I love everybody that comes in and supports. So that's what I'm doing. I'm having fun interacting with people while I do what I love, is play video games.
We haven't announced it yet, but after today, this stream will be our affiliate stream. We were short on days, and this was our last requirement was to stream today.
Fantastic. That's awesome.
At least I haven't checked it yet.
I feel proud to be a part of that.
Hey, you got lucky.
I did. It just happened to fall on the right day. That's so cool.
It worked
really
out.
Cool.
It really worked out.
It really did. That's cool.
Thanks, NJ. We're glad to have you in the community.
Thank you, NJ.
I know I miss her streams. She hasn't streamed in a while.
Yeah, we're talking
she does
about
arts and crafts. Yeah, she does arts and crafts streams, and it's just that's one of the things about Twitch that I've really enjoyed lately is the variety of things. Like we've really this is kind of video game oriented, but still a step away. You know, she streams that. I've watched some of the guys do their artwork or their commissions on Twitch. I've really enjoyed the variety that's come from it.
Yeah, sure. So to sidebar on that, Jamie CDG Alexander, he and I actually started doing a weekly podcast ourselves back in October of last year. That it kind of fell off because of things. We talked about professional wrestling.
That's
Cool.
Every Friday night, we would just get on and we would talk pro wrestling. Hey, what did we see this week that we really liked? What did we see that we didn't like? He and I have been pro wrestling fans for over 30 years. You know, I was born into it. My father was a huge fan, so I got into it through that route. I've been following ever since. So we would just sit and BS and talk about pro wrestling for 2, 3, sometimes 4 hours every Friday. And then we would like do live simulcasts of us watching wrestling pay-per-views or wrestling shows or whatnot. So yeah, the Twitch variety is definitely out there, and I can attest to that because I've been a part of it.
What's the name of that podcast? Do you have episodes up anywhere?
We don't anymore. We stopped doing that back at the beginning of COVID because the way things were going with professional wrestling, the limitations they were putting on themselves, like having no fans. It became very mundane, very boring to us. We still watch. We're still dedicated to watching it, but we'll have conversations offline between ourselves, or like he and I will jump into a Discord channel and watch together. But we don't put anything out on Twitch anymore, just because we got to a point where it was very hard to be upbeat and positive about it because of the environment that we were in at that time.
Yeah. And I mean, it happens. Sometimes some podcasts fall off the end, and it usually takes some time before they can come back up, and that happens. I've seen that, and it's not uncommon. You just need to find your passion.
This podcast started that way. I mean, we started this podcast with another person, and our goal was to do tabletop gaming while we discuss. And then that kind of fell off, and we threw it to the side for a couple months, and then harebrained idea, let's do this. We all are remote anyway. What there's nothing different for us.
Yeah, it works out.
Yeah, definitely.
So I don't know what made you decide to start streaming.
It was kind of on a whim. Like I said. When my buddy Captain Howdy, when he built the PC for me, we just started joking about it and saying, hey, we followed Apex Legends streamers, the big time guys, just to watch them to better ourselves. But we started joking about it. Hey, what if we did this? What if we just didn't plan on becoming what they are, but decided, hey, maybe we can be a little alternative. We can be an entertaining show. Some of the real guys, the lower level guys who are not great at the game, but they're funny to watch, they're entertaining, they're witty, they're all this stuff. And we're just like, I think that would be fun to do. And so that's what we did. We started throwing ideas back and forth together. All of the people that are in my squad on Apex have their own Twitch channels. We all support each other whenever we go live. Most of the time it's me going live and they're supporting me. And then everybody else starts coming in. Then I say, hey, go check out these guys as well. So the success is not all on me. It's not me doing all the work. I've done a lot to put into the computer. They're doing a lot of the word of mouth. So it's a community spread thing, and I owe a lot of credit to where I am now, officially passing 100 followers this past weekend. I owe a lot of that to them as well.
Oh, that's awesome, man. Congrats.
Thank you. But I mean, the idea of just starting to stream just became one of these. We have a lot of downtime. We all play video games. We all love doing that, and we love just BSing with each other. So why not put that on the internet?
Yeah, even NJ commented, you guys are super organized in combat too. And I mean, I remember watching y'all streams. Like, I used to stream Apex Legends over on Mixer. And it was every once in a while, but it was always by myself because Ethan here didn't have a computer yet. He was still working off his Xbox.
Well, yeah, that was I did stream Apex, but I did on Xbox. So
So playing by yourself is definitely different on Apex Legends as opposed to playing with a
Oh
team.
yeah, definitely. That is
Oh,
definitely a
it's
game you need a dedicated squad.
it's
Mhm.
it's a huge difference, and that, like I said, that's what pulled me over to the PC side as well, is because I found a couple of guys who are dedicated to doing it just as much, or if not more, than what I'm
Mhm.
doing. Like for example, a couple of my guys are playing right now. I don't know that either one of them are streaming, but they invited me over, and I said, hey, I'm not going to be on tonight because I've got a prior commitment. But they're dedicated
Sorry.
to it as much as I am. No, it's all good. It's all good. But when I found out that they were on PC, I was like, well, I got to change my format because the guys I was playing with on PS4 aren't around as much, but I still love playing the game. I just don't like playing with random people, like you said, Alan.
Mhm. Yeah, it's just
It's funny though, those like when you get that one random squad that everybody just works together and you win, and then it all breaks up the next round.
that
Right,
happened to me
right, yeah,
once.
absolutely.
That's how I got my first win in season 3. I was streaming it and I somehow ended up with two other people who were playing together. And we went all the way through the finals and I was a sniper and I was getting shots in where I could and I was calling them out as best as I could. And I still don't know how the fuck we pulled that off. But that was the last time I ever saw him again. That was the last good game I ever had.
I mean,
So
I've had a few random games with randoms that end up real well. Like me and Captain
Mm.
Howdy, we teamed up with a Mirage who didn't know what the hell he was doing because this was right after the changes they made to his skill set.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't know what the hell he was doing, and he kept on messaging us, say, "Hey, what do I do? What do I do?" And we're like, "Well, he doesn't have audio, so he can't talk to us." But we
Ooh.
we worked through all of it. We ended up winning that game, and then all of a sudden we hear a shout from the other mic. So he had a mic, he was just choosing to be quiet. But it was still fun because we communicated enough with him through in-game pings and in-game chat that it just ended up working out for us. So sometimes those randoms work, but a lot of times, like I said, I'll only play with my squad.
Yeah. Uh, NJ has a question here for you. What
Mhm.
other games would you guys want to get a squad together to play now that you're on PC?
We had talked about doing Hyperscape. I mentioned earlier that Jamie and I had tried out Hyperscape. We had talked about that, but it was one of those. We've got 4 guys in our squad now, and we usually rotate in and out. I don't know that right now that there is a game out there that we can all squad up that is common interest between us. So it just becomes a matter of, okay, we're gonna get on Apex tonight. Who's gonna join the club, and then who's gonna be out there just in the background supporting?
Mm-hmm.
If something like that comes around, yeah, definitely. If we can find a 4-person game that we can play online all together as a squad, we're definitely going to put more emphasis on looking at that.
I mean, there's always Counter-Strike Go, Global Offensive.
I know I
But
saw that today. I was like, hey, look, it's free to play. I almost downloaded it.
hey, it's a great game. That's how I got really good at my mouse and keyboard. It's the
Yeah.
only way to learn, just to throw yourself into the
I mean,
most
I guess
competitive game.
I'm still on the mindset that I want to learn mouse and keyboard, but and I'll catch a lot of grief for this. I'm a PC controller player.
That's okay.
Um,
I got one too. This is the
okay, good.
only
I'm
way
not
I play
alone.
GTA 5.
Thank God, I'm not alone.
You're fine.
No, most of my squad is PC controller, with the exception of Jamie, because he does play a lot of those RPGs on PC.
Mm-hmm.
He is very, very talented with keyboard mouse, especially on first-person shooters. So it all works out in the end.
I tried adjusting to my gamepad, my Xbox One controller for keyboard and for first person shooters. I cannot do it. I just can't. I have this nice little mouse right here. It's wired, but it goes up to like 6,000 DPI, and I love this thing.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
You compensator.
Hey, lately I've been getting killer shots in GTA 5. Don't hate me.
So I saw a little GIF earlier, or a little meme, where they pulled up a school or a big bus in GTA 5 right on an exit ramp, and they just they were just pushing all the cars off.
Oh.
So they're going off the highway and exploding. I don't know why, that just popped in my head. Squirrel.
I've done that too, dude. I've done that too. It's real fun, especially when you have a long enough vehicle. You could just throw a couple grenades behind them, and they'll just start driving off. Because there are certain areas where there's no barrier along the edge wall, so they'll just drive right off. And if they hit the car a certain way, they'll just explode. I
That's
don't
a
know.
conversation I had with a couple of friends earlier this week. Is I'm totally shocked that GTA 5 is still a thing. I haven't played it probably since its initial release. I never finished it. It's just kind of one of those things I kind of got out of GTA after Vice City.
I thought the same thing
Yeah.
too. Like I played San Andreas and I played 4, I believe. I played one of those too. The map for San Andreas was fucking massive.
Oh yeah,
I
it was
loved
huge.
it. I loved it. It was the biggest map that they had ever made, but it was just sort of daunting. And that was the last time I touched the story mode for GTA. GTA 5, I just played all online. Just
See,
sit
I did
there.
the opposite. I only played the story mode, and I beat the story of GTA 5, and I never played it again.
The online mode is really nice.
That's where I was at. I'm more of a story mode type player. That's why I love any kind of lore. I know tying back to Apex, any kind of story they put into a battle royale is so much fun for me, and I just absorb it all because I love that kind of stuff. Putting background into such a mundane type game where it's the same thing over and over again, but giving a story to it is really cool.
Yeah, I can actually say that about Apex. I like that how each character kind of has their own little personality that comes through.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like even when you play like Battlefront 2 or Fortnite, it's like you're always the same little character. Yeah, you can make a skin, but it gets kind of mundane after a while.
Yeah,
like
there's no character, just a cookie cutter thing.
Yes.
Same.
And that's
little
why
gingerbread.
that's why Apex is so fun for me, because you have characters like Bangalore, who has a military background. You have somebody like Watson, who was a scientist, or Crypto, who was a computer nerd, who is being hunted by some like equivalent to the Japanese mafia. So you have 13 different characters there that have all different backgrounds. Some of them tie into each other. Some of them are just completely random, set from everything else. But it all comes together as one great story.
So, what is your like go-to character right now?
I'm a Bloodhound main through and through.
Yeah,
I've been Bloodhound main since I started on PS4. I started playing as Bangalore, just because she's a run and gun type player. But then once I learned Bloodhound's skill set, I became a main with him, and that transitioned over when I played on PC. I still play Bloodhound constantly. I've gotten really good with other legends like Octane and Mirage. I really liked playing Loba for a while, but her skill set is kind of, I don't know. It's not kind of like it's not strong enough for her, or it doesn't lend a lot to the team playing of it. So it's the only ones that I really don't like playing are anybody who like to camp, like Watson, Crypto, or Caustic. I'm too aggressive. I like to run and gun.
I get you. That's why. So when I started playing Apex Legends, I didn't really understand the whole backstory to all of them. So I just picked up Bangalore and I forgot the robot's name. Pathfinder. Thank you. Those are the only 2 characters I've ever played, and I enjoy playing as Bangalore. I don't know. There's just something about like being able to just run and shoot things really quickly is nice. Especially when you get shot, she just runs faster. And I've never had to use her ult.
Well, her ult is it's a thing amongst the entire Apex community that it's broken because it's not effective enough. It's more one of those things where you hit your ult and everybody's going to scatter, and then you have time to regroup yourself, as opposed to being an aggressive ult where it's going to do damage, kind of like Bangalore, Gibraltar's, where it falls and blows up immediately.
Yeah. So, Norma says, since you hate on White Claws, what other drinks do you enjoy?
Are we talking alcoholic, non-alcoholic?
I think we're talking alcoholic.
I'm normally a beer drinker. I enjoy Heineken. Right now, I drink a lot of Miller Lite though when I do drink. Um, I don't drink very often though. To be honest, I think the last time I drank was this past weekend when I went to my fantasy football draft party. Before that, it was probably a few months ago.
The
So.
shade.
Shit.
I know everybody's ready for some football. It's like, come on, can we just watch some Cowboys lose already?
Right? I mean, that's the only thing they're good at.
I'm sorry. What? I'm sorry. What?
The Cowboys losing.
You're speaking about my boys here.
Oh, you're Texan. Oh, even better.
No, I'm a Kansan, but I was born and raised a Cowboys fan.
Okay, that's fair.
Yeah. I flew a Cowboys banner in the living room until my girlfriend moved in and made me put up a painting instead.
Oh.
Aw.
Yeah, she's really mean.
That's rude.
That's right.
That's rude.
So, I know we talked about this before we started streaming, but the Funko Pops back there behind you to your right.
Yeah, over my right shoulder.
Those are all WWE characters, right?
So the ones on the big stack up there, they're all WWE characters, and the ones to my left of that, those are from the TV show Gotham. Yeah, I'm a big Batman fan.
Fuck
So when
yeah.
Gotham came out several years ago, I was really into it because it wasn't an origin story of Bruce Wayne. It was the origin of Detective Gordon. And I got really into that, and I was so into it up until about season 4 when it started becoming more of a focus on Bruce Wayne. I'm not going to say I didn't enjoy it. I really, really liked the way they wrapped it up and ended it, especially with the jump at the end of season 5 when they said, okay, we're going several years in the future now. Bruce Wayne has come back. He is Batman. And of course, Jerome and Jeremiah, that whole situation with them was exquisite. I absolutely loved it. But I got those right after season 1. I wish they would have come out with more for the future seasons.
Mm-hmm.
Because the only ones that are there are Gordon, Bullock, Bruce, Oswald, Selena, and Fish Mooney.
Ooh,
They didn't come out with any ones after that.
I love the way the actor played Oswald Cobblepot. It was perfect.
Like, oh yeah, Robin Lord Taylor is great. So I read about that too. The way he did that hobble, he took a bottle cap from a beer bottle and he put it on the inside of his shoe. Ooh. To where it forced him to limp because he didn't want to put pressure down, and that's where that hobble came from. So it was a really cool story from him. But
that was really cool.
He was great at it. Him and Corey Michael Smith playing Riddler. Mm-hmm. They did a fantastic job.
And that little so I watched a lot of the original first 3 seasons. I haven't finished it, but I am also a big Batman fan. You know, Batman poster. I noticed. And then my Adam West Batman right there.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah,
that's awesome.
I got that out of a loot crate. It actually it did come with like a little, kind of the same thing that the Batman poster has, where you can write things in it. It's a little white.
A little whiteboard thing.
Yeah, there you go. The words are failing me today for some reason. It was a little whiteboard, and you can attach it, but I just took it off and threw it away because I didn't need it. He knows who he is.
All I can say is one shot from Laser Eyes, and Batman's dead. So, Superman reigns supreme.
We're gonna have the Batman v Superman conversation now.
Dude,
my girlfriend's a Superman fan.
Batman has repeatedly beat Superman at his own game.
They're tied. They're tied for, if I remember correctly, that Superman has won, I think, once, and Batman has won once officially.
I think, if I remember correctly, in the comics, they decided to not fight anymore for the better of both of them.
Yeah.
Good, yes.
Yeah.
The one comic to read is the one where Alfred beats Superman.
Oh, fuck yeah. That's the one to read.
That sounds fun. I haven't read that one.
I haven't read it either.
Which one it's one of the newer ones.
Oh shit!
I think it's one of the new 52.
Okay.
I didn't like how they completely removed Mr. Freeze's backstory in the New 52. Like, the reason that he was the way that he was is because he was trying to save his wife. Well, in the New 52, turns out he kidnaps her, freezes her to try to convince her to fall in love with him. I didn't like that. He was my favorite villain by far. And what I was saying earlier, and I completely forgot about, is I love how in the Gotham series, they gave a spoiler to the Joker, even though it wasn't actually him.
Yeah, I mean, it was so great. You know, I don't want to go into too much detail if you haven't finished the series, because there's several plot twists and turns that happen over the last series. But the way that they say he's not the Joker, but obviously the character is the Joker, it's so fantastically done. Them getting around using that name.
I agree.
They did so well with it. I can't give them enough credit.
Yeah, they did a great job. But I digress. Who is your favorite who's your favorite WWE wrestler? I have to know.
All time or currently?
Ooh, both.
All time.
I'll take both.
I only say all time because I haven't really kept up with it past the Attitude Era, you know? So
yeah, that's a good point.
I think I have a better chance of knowing what you're talking about if I say all time.
Okay.
Yeah, let's stick with all time, because I have my favorite.
So all time, to preface this, you know, as being part of the Wrestle Recap podcast that Jamie and I did, I'm very unbiased towards anybody. So I give everybody credit where credit's due, as far as character goes, performance and whatnot. Personal favorite of mine, always been growing up, is Bret the Hitman Hart.
Okay.
He was one that I gravitated to as I got older, and he was a fantastic tag team wrestler when he broke up into a singles run. And Jamie's calling me out now. I can see him in chat saying there is a wrong answer to this. But my personal favorite being Bret the Hitman Hart for all time. Currently, it's so hard to say. It really is, because of the current status of everything. And if we're isolating strictly to WWE, I'd probably say currently would have to be AJ Styles.
Okay.
I have no idea who AJ Styles is, but the correct answer I was looking for was HBK. Anyway. Or Undertaker.
The funniest thing about Shawn Michaels is, though, because he's from San Antonio. So my theater teacher in high school actually was in theater class with him. And he was like, he was the most artsy fartsy guy you ever met, you know? Like, he was the lead of all the plays kind of thing.
Oh, wow. That's so cool.
Yeah, he was a big theater arts kid, he would say. He's like, y'all think he's a badass, but I know him as a theater arts kid.
That's where he got his performances from, because you know, he's a great performer in the ring. He was a great character. I'm not going to knock your pick of Shawn Michaels, though, because he was always fantastic.
I always liked the way he performed. That was like... So I did not watch wrestling when I was younger. I only watched it into my late teens and kind of stopped about like 19, 20 years old. So about 9 years ago. I haven't kept up with anything else. My son's grandfather still watches it and watches it with him. But it was HBK, Shawn Michaels, and one other guy who would team up. I forgot his name already. It wasn't Undertaker. It was...
you're talking the New World Order.
Yeah.
New World Order is something. You're talking. No.
But it was WWE. It was WWE.
I know what you're talking about. You're talking about the future iteration of the NWO that WWE tried bringing back and failed miserably. So yeah,
I always caught Monday Night Raw, so that's where it ends for me.
So, he teamed up with Kevin Nash when they brought back the NWO in WWE, but that didn't last very long. That was a very short-lived stint there. The NWO back in WCW days was huge, absolutely huge. So that's a completely different company, completely different show, all that stuff.
Oh shit! I didn't even know this. Okay.
Yeah, it's. We could turn this into a professional wrestling podcast if you wanted to, but
Hey, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Professional Wrestling Podcast known as Circle of Jerks.
One thing that we've found is that, you know, if it interests you, talk about it, because the people love to get to know you and are in, you know, you feel more community.
I'll go ahead and throw this out there because, you know, I asked the question. You asked who my favorite professional wrestler is. And isolating to WWE, I mentioned AJ Styles, but right now I am wearing the Kenny Omega shirt. He is my favorite professional wrestler, probably across the board, across the world, because he is, and I hope Jamie hears this, he is the best bout machine on the planet. So
he heard you.
He does not agree.
He heard me.
You are wrong. I'm just reading comments, man.
So does the Miz still wrestle?
He does. He does still wrestle. I don't know if you ever caught of any of the stuff when he was tag team with John Morrison way back in the mid 2000s. They're back together again.
Okay.
After so many years. But yeah, he's still around. He has grown to be one of the top guys as far as reliability. And he's a great talker too. So
yeah, he started real hard. He started with that MTV vibe, but I caught him not too long ago because one of the guys I work with, he's huge. I mean, every night he watches wrestling, you know. He goes to the amateur ones and stuff too. And he was showing me some videos and I was like, man, he's really grown into it. He doesn't seem like the punk kid anymore.
He's not. He is very much not. He is very much a professional now. And that punk phase grew out of him after about 5 to 6 years of being in WWE, especially when he got his championship run at WrestleMania 27. When he will brag about beating The Rock in the main event of WrestleMania. But he grew more into a company guy. He's very, very professional. Still somewhat of a douche, but that's character. But he does, you know, he has his own reality show. He does hosting a game show on the USA Network called Cannonball, which is a lot of fun. Just because it's the Miz, it's another professional wrestler on TV. But he's not playing character. He's just being a TV show host, which is really fun.
Oh, hold up. I think Jamie's trying to get in here to tell you how wrong you are. Should we let him in?
Yeah. I might regret getting yelled at. I'll probably get yelled at after this, but go ahead.
Hey, Jamie, jump into one of the voice channels below and I'll bring you up. Or actually, here, I'll do this. You're a streamer. There.
Oh, we have a caller. We have a caller on live line.
Oh, he's a man on a mission. And you're what am I doing? And you're on with Circle of Jerks. What is your name, sir?
See, my name is Jamie Reddy. I'm a part of Men on a Mission.
Men on a Mission? Okay. All right. Is that an LLC?
Yeah, it's you guys said you watched the Product Attitude Era. You got to know what I'm talking about. Men on a Mission. We be dissing guys like this fool Josh right here, who be coming up in here and telling me that the best wrestler in the professional wrestling world right now is Kenny Omega. Like it's 2016 all over again. Like, come on, man. Dave Meltzer wannabe over there saying that 6-star bouts in the Tokyo Dome. Listen, he's close. He's close. The best wrestler in the world right now is close. He's close.
Are you talking his tag team partner?
We're talking his tag team partner. We're talking the Hangman. We're talking cowboy shit. We're talking Hangman Adam Page. He's like the cowboy version, modernized, of Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Fuck yeah, Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Now you're talking to a man.
That motherfucker.
These people get it, Josh. These people get it, and not only is he entertaining like Austin, but he's a fantastic wrestler. He wrestles the style like Omega does. That's why he's paired with Omega. That's why Josh is wrong. But I digress. This is Josh's interview. I don't want to take away from his thunder and from what he does.
He's wrong. but
I will humbly admit I'm wrong.
He's wrong on an opinion which can't technically be wrong, but I
I
digress.
mean,
everyone's opinion matters. I just don't have to listen.
This show's been great to listen to. Thank you guys for having Josh on. Thank you guys for having me on for a short little bit. Do appreciate it.
Of course. Thank you for being here. Thank you very much, caller.
I'm gonna
number
go
4.
I'm gonna steal Josh's friends and hang out with him and play some Apex and get some kills. You guys have a great rest of your night.
Oh, don't forget to talk about what The Rock is cooking, okay?
We'll work on that. You guys have a good one.
Later.
That reminds me of what you sent this morning, Alan, where you're like, The Rock's cooking something, but I can't smell it.
That was my tweet from last night. It was a shower thoughts tweet. Sometimes I sniff and I wonder if The Rock is still cooking and what who would be cooking. And I tagged him, and Dwayne Johnson never fucking replied.
But that's the harshest.
Yeah, it's okay. I mean, they probably get like hundreds of tweets an hour. I don't expect for him to personally reply to each one of them.
I will say that if you're looking for somebody that you want to chat with as far as a professional wrestler or a famous wrestler, Mick Foley is very active on social media.
Oh, fuck, is he?
Oh, he is.
Mankind.
The three faces of Foley. He actually put something out. It was probably about 5 or 6 months ago. He was talking about just he'll do a live video and answer your question live. And I put out the question. I said, outside of the Hell in a Cell match, the famous Hell in a Cell match between him and the Undertaker, what was his favorite match that he ever wrestled? And he actually video chat replied to me. And
that's dope.
That's like my highlight of my life when it comes to professional wrestling is getting a reply from Mick Foley live in front of camera, talking to me, saying that his favorite wrestling match he ever had outside of the Hell in a Cell was the match he won the WWE Championship on Monday Night Raw back in the Attitude Era days.
Nice.
Hey, Alan, I got one question for you.
Sure, what's up?
You ready for Mr. Sacco?
God damn it. Hold on.
I had to. Come on, you can't bring up Mankind without Mr. Sacco.
Yeah, but I got a hammer for that.
Great stuff.
Yeah, we're very mature.
Yeah, very, very mature. We're the maturest.
I've noticed.
So, did you feel like a 14-year-old boy when he replied to you?
Oh, I did. Because I woke up to it. I tweeted him out on the night before. It was probably 9-10 p.m. local time. And I woke up to it, and I see this direct message from Mick Foley at like 5:30 in the morning.
Oh, shit.
I'm like, holy shit, this guy stayed up all night answering all these. Come to find out, like I said, he's very active on social media. He answered over 1,500 of them.
God,
personally.
Wow,
damn.
that's insane.
That's dedication right there.
This guy is amazing.
But
it was one of those. Yeah, I woke up to it, and it's like Christmas morning. I'm opening my tweet, and it's from Mick Foley.
And it's not even Christmas.
It wasn't Christmas now.
That's some dedication right there. You don't see that anywhere
Right.
fucking else. Not fuck, what's her name? Harry Potter author. Rowling, not
J.K. Rowling.
Yeah, not Rowling, not J.J. Abrams, not fucking George R.R. Martin. Mick Foley.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
He's a great humanitarian. He really is. You see some of the stuff he does on Twitter, and he's very supportive of everything when it comes to spousal abuse, child abuse, all that stuff. He's very, very into supporting people who go through that kind of stuff. So
He sounds woke as fuck.
does a lot of charitable work, and outside of being a professional wrestler and being a great guy there, he's a great human being overall.
Is he still doing the his own wrestling league thing? He was doing that for a while, right?
He did for a while. He stopped. The funny thing is, he's actually transitioned to being a stand-up comedian.
That's pretty cool.
Okay, I could see that.
So he ties his professional wrestling history into stand-up comedy, and he does touring comedy shows. And of course, due to situations now, he's not touring, but he's still gets out there and just has a good time. He'll do a podcast where he's just telling jokes and whatnot, and it's entertaining stuff from a guy you would never expect it from.
I'm gonna have to go and hook it up, try to watch some of his you just mentioned it, stand-up comedy.
Yeah.
So I have a funny story. When I was younger, I was hanging out with one of the neighbors, and some dude who's completely bald, short, and super buff comes in same night that WWE was in town, and I swear to God, to this day, I firmly believe that it was Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Was it here or was it in Laredo?
No, it was in Laredo. My mind was fucking blown. No, I was
because he has that.
I was
he has that Stone Cold Ranch out by New Braunfels area.
I didn't even know he had a ranch.
Oh yeah,
yeah. There you go. That one. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, he made a whole TV show about that too. Broken Skull. It became kind of a game show type thing, but it was. I didn't watch a lot of it, but it was still something that was completely off the wall. You'd never expect Stone Cold to open up his own ranch to casual people to come in and do things. So really awesome stuff.
That's pretty cool.
If you hear this and you ever need a volunteer, Alan will totally come out there and do whatever you want. Whatever you want.
Anything that's legal.
I heard everything's legal in Texas.
Pretty much. Anything's legal as long as you don't get caught.
There you go. That's the one.
Pretend to put things off my desk into the drawer.
People say that, but things in Texas are a little different like that. The area we are around, I guess weed's very popular, even though it is illegal. Mm-hmm. So last year for Christmas, they were just like, if you smoke, stay home. That's the billboards the cops put up.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. Wasn't it up along underneath the highway, that the billboard that's controlled by Texas Department of Transportation?
Yeah.
Oh
yeah.
My God.
The troopers, yeah.
So it wasn't even don't drink and drive. Is it if you smoke, don't drive, or if you smoke, stay home? That's amazing. That is amazing.
They gave up, I guess. I don't know.
Like NJ said, only Rudolph drives lit. I remember that being up on one of the TxDOT signs.
That's
I can say TxDOT does hire very good writers for the signs.
Mm-hmm. They always rhyme, no matter what day or time it is.
That's great. That's hilarious.
It's kind of nice. And then every now and then they drop a truth bomb on you saying oh, this year we have these many confirmed deaths. That is only this many away from last year. Don't be a number.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, NJ says at least you remember.
Yeah. Yeah. They stand out. They stand out. They do a good fucking job. But as Jamie said, I digress. We're not here to talk about. Yeah.
So what is the next big up and coming thing to watch from your stream?
I'm gonna start streaming the Avengers this weekend.
This weekend.
Yeah. So I got off work Friday. I'll pick up my kids Friday evening, and I'm gonna be on it probably all weekend. So come check that out. I've seen a lot of people playing the beta mode, and I've seen a lot of people who got the early access. I want the story to be unique for myself, so I haven't watched a single bit of gameplay at all because I want to be able to experience it myself. And so, if you guys plan on playing it, you're either more than welcome to come join the conversation, or if you don't plan on playing it but you still want to see what it's like, absolutely jump on. I'll be live Friday night, most likely Saturday afternoon, and then Sunday, probably all day Sunday.
I'll definitely be tuning in because I have no idea what that game is about, and just the fact that Marvel's putting out a video game is already exciting. I'm still waiting for Marvel versus Capcom.
I watched some early access playing of it, and the game looks amazing. The graphics are awesome. The gameplay looks fun. The physics of the game seemed a little weird to me. You had certain characters that they could knock people out in one hit, but you had the Hulk here pounding on somebody. Just like kind of little mechanics like that were a little weird, but
But
it
see,
looks fun.
yeah, from my understanding of it was the gameplay style was going to be very similar to the Batman Arkham games.
Yeah,
I'm a
exactly.
huge,
I love
huge.
those games. I still have all of them downloaded.
Oh yeah, yeah. They're all on my PlayStation. Which I actually fired up Arkham Knight about 3 weeks ago and was just playing that casually, just because I missed it. So, yeah, from my understanding, the Avengers is supposed to be a similar gameplay style, but you're gonna have a little bit little nuances because everybody's gonna have a little different abilities. But again, having not seen or watched or heard about any of the gameplay, I won't know until I try it myself.
Cool. I'm excited to see it, man.
Yeah.
I know. I guess we can. I was going to ask the chat and ask you. So we were talking about, last month we did a community event with, on the Discord, and we were thinking about doing that again. And just kind of curious, do you have any ideas, like games or anything that would be interesting in a group setting to play?
I don't know. For me, it's really hard to say. With the whole state of the world right now, I don't get to hang out with my friends as much as I do, and especially with Jamie because he lives 2.5 hours away from me now.
Damn it, Jamie.
I know. We Jamie and I had we've also always made arrangements to go do something together, whether it's go to a live wrestling event, catch a football game, so forth and so on. But we used to play a lot of board games back in the day when we lived in the same town, and I enjoyed the gameplay, but it's not something that I miss a lot. So I really couldn't give you guys an answer as far as any ideas of what to play.
I know that this past community game day we did Jackbox Party, one of the games. Well, we actually kind of went through 2 of them, and that was a lot of fucking fun. Like we streamed it on the Discord, we streamed it on Twitch. It was hella fun.
I know Slim Scarlet was talking about one that Extreme Cook was playing. That I know she got the name of it.
Ooh, wasn't terrible, was it?
No. I know she's obsessed with that game right now. But no, forgot what it was. But she said it was kind of like Jackbox, and it looked real fun to do. Which, of course, she's probably not in the chat right now. So the one time we called her out.
Hell, I think the last game I played as far as a tabletop game goes was Cards Against Humanity.
Oh my god, that's a lot of fun. I have a couple of the booster packs, and so does Ethan.
Yeah,
we like to play.
Catan. We have that's what I was gonna say. We got a big Catan Game of Thrones edition game coming.
Ooh,
we played it once before, but now we're probably gonna have about 6 people on that one. That one's it sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. My girlfriend, she bought Catan like last year, and that was something that we were gonna try and get into, but just never did. She, her daughters played it. They played it together. I never had a chance to sit down and play it, but that might be something, especially with a Game of Thrones theme, because I'm a huge Game of Thrones fan. That might be something I'd be down for.
Nice.
Yeah, well, that's like we've been playing a lot on they put out an app for Catan, so it's a free app. I don't know if you've seen that, but it's pretty close. The AIs cheat really heavily, but when you're playing with friends, it's all good.
Yeah,
right on.
I did.
Alan won't play with us because we're too cutthroat.
I'll totally play with y'all. Y'all never invite me. I even downloaded it on my computer. I downloaded it on my computer after I found that it was free on Steam to try to do some playtesting with some people when we're streaming, right? So for Circular Jerks. But we figured it'd be a better idea to just, chill, chat with people instead of going real cutthroat and then, bad words being said, them jumping off, and us being like, well, that's Circular Jerks.
No rage quits.
Yeah, we don't allow rage quits here.
Or if people get tired of just staring at me, doing this the whole time.
I'm not a rage quitter. I do get, I can get fired up at a game, but I'm not gonna be one that's just gonna say, all right, to hell with it, I'm done. I'll wait until the end, then I'll be like, I'll storm off, pissed off, but I'll still finish.
There's only been one time where I've come close to rage quitting a game, and that was Mario Party 3.
Why were you gonna wait rage quit?
All of my stars and all of my coins were gone.
I don't know why you have so much trouble with Mario Party 3. It's not that hard of a game.
No, it isn't. I love the game. Don't get me wrong. I love the game. I'll always go back to it. Just that one game, I was real pissed. Yeah. NJ stole 7 stars.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a game I gave up because I don't know why, but the computer for some reason picked her. And so if anyone stole a star, it went to her. Or like she hit like chance time and she got everyone's stars. It was like she was winning 7-0 with like 5 turns left. It's like, what are we gonna do, man? Can we just call this game already, please?
She's already saying, sure, computer.
It's rigged. It's all rigged.
Hey, everyone gets lucky every once in a while.
I understand that there are Mario Party gods. I get it, because I can go from one game like kicking ass and the next game I'm like bottom, or like yesterday. So I've been doing this cool thing where I've been modifying my GameCube. So I have a whole bunch of games on here that I physically own, and we started playing Mario Party 6 yesterday. Load up, NJ and myself, 2 computers. We're all playing individually.
Thanks for the invite.
You can come over if you want. You're always welcome here. You just don't
but
come
every time
over.
I come over, I have to bring my own controller.
I have controllers for the GameCube now. I'm just trying to get wireless ones. Well, we started playing versus 2 computers, and we're all like, it's free for all. The computers, the Mario Party gods started giving preferential treatment to the AIs, where they had a shit ton of coins and we're just barely keeping along. We eventually just like reset it to play later, loaded up Mario Party 7 to try out. But it was a fucking nightmare.
Sounds like it. Sounds like it.
Like every single turn they would get coins and we get shit.
I played the most recent Mario Party on Switch a few times. It's not one that I own. It's one that I played with other friends. But I miss that. That's a game, definitely a party game that I would love to go back and get into some more. Is Mario Party, because it's classic. Mario's classic. Period.
And
it really is.
So that's my issue with the Switch, because we both have that game and we play it, but it won't let us play online against each other. Just Nintendo, please.
Oh, I wasn't aware of that.
Yeah, it only lets you play mini games online against people.
Aw.
It's bullshit.
It only allows, yeah.
Wow, that sucks.
It's the only game that has not received official DLC from Nintendo. Breath of the Wild has received 3. Super Smash Ultimate has received numerous updates. Odyssey has received updates. Like every other one of their games have received updates, except for Mario Party. I don't know if it's because they were forced to release it, or they promised to but didn't promise any updates, or there's just something else that's left out. Because they initially...
I'm really surprised they haven't put out a new one yet.
I think the reason that they may be holding out is because they partnered with Hudson for the earlier games, and they kind of do own certain rights to the games because they did develop it, right? There's got to be something there.
I'm not a game developer.
I couldn't answer that question either.
I
well,
can't
sweet.
answer the question either.
We like to wind it down with is there anyone out there in the audience that any questions or shout outs y'all want to do? You're open. This is your chance.
All lines are open. Go ahead and join the Discord. We'll bring you in to ask questions.
Yeah, phone lines 1, 2, and 3 are all open. This is a caller from New York.
I know that there was an earlier question that was brought up. Shoot. Where was it? I don't remember who asked it.
Somebody who went to bed already.
Probably.
So a lot of your streams, you stream evening times, right? Mostly?
Yes. Yeah, my streams generally start anywhere between 7:30 and 8:30 p.m. Central Time. Unless it's my day off, then sometimes I'll stream in the afternoon as well. But it's because of my job, get home from work, get wound down, get dinner ate, and then then I'm on with my games. I try to keep as tight a schedule as I can. Monday, Tuesdays, and Fridays are for sure streaming days. Everything else is a bonus.
Mhm.
I do have my schedule live on my Twitch channel, twitch.tv/JayDoubleUEll. That schedule is there, locked in, solid. I don't know if I'll be making any modifications to that, just because it is something I enjoy doing. But aside from having the full-time job, I'm also a full-time father. I do have the house to take care of as well. My girlfriend, we spend a lot of time together. So, excuse me. So it's one of those. I love being on. I love interacting with the community, but I also love my own personal time. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And that's why I'm so thankful for even the smallest of interactions from people, because I know how busy my life is. So for you to give us 5 minutes of your time is like, I don't know, it tickles my fancy.
It makes him happy down in the squiggly spooch that he calls a heart.
Yeah.
I was really hoping you weren't going further south with that.
No, I wasn't.
His mind was there, but his mouth said otherwise.
God damn it. The last time I'm on Circle of Jerks.
Oh, good.
Hey, you can't come on Circle of Jerks without being jerked off, all right?
Oh, that's how it is.
Oh.
Yep.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
That's been the number one thing in the last few weeks. Everyone's just like, I love the name.
Awesome.
How did you come up with it?
We're just
like
jerks.
Yeah, it's not that hard. We're a bunch of immature guys, so there you go.
Sometimes we have a girl on, like last week, and it still applies.
I don't know. I think Mad Cat qualifies as a jerk. It's cool.
Yeah. She absolutely qualifies as a jerk.
I don't know if she's out there or not listening, but
they may be.
No, I think they're streaming right now.
Oh, are they? Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
so
I think they stream right.
we're gonna go ahead and wind down here, but let me find out who we're gonna raid next. I think. Oh, that's a good suggestion, NJ. She's recommending we raid Extreme. Ooh.
Yeah, Extreme.
Oh, he's just about to go on.
Yeah, he's showing live on my end here. He's playing Valorant.
Oh, he's playing Valorant? Dope.
Yeah.
That's another game I wanted to get into, but I haven't.
I know. I've been watching it a little bit lately. It looks interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I watched a meme earlier today of somebody playing Battlefront 2, and I'm pretty sure I'm going to be playing Battlefront 2 all weekend long now. Maybe I can convince Alan to get on.
Battlefront 2? Wait, which Battlefront are we talking about?
The one you can play online right now.
Are we talking the Star Wars one?
Yes, I know if I say Star Wars Battlefront 2, you're going to be like, EA's the devil.
Yeah, EA's the devil. I invented electricity. Benjamin Franklin's a devil.
So if EA is the devil, though, then why are you playing Apex Legends?
I'm just kidding. I dumped
Did I
out my
just kill
video.
Did I tell him?
He's dead, bro. You killed him.
Did. No, I mean,
see,
go ahead.
See, so now can you just concede to playing Battlefront 2? You'll really, if you enjoy Apex, you'll love it. Come on, we'll be death troopers. We'll get everyone in the hallway. Thermal imploder, you just see everyone die. It's awesome.
All right, fine. But I'm sticking a keyboard and mouse.
That's fine.
All right. I don't know what I'm doing this weekend. I know we have some company coming, so I'll make sure to plan it out with you. All I know is that I have an early day Friday. It's gonna be real nice.
Sweet. Well, let's wrap her up then.
All right, wrap her up.
Past my bedtime, man. 9 o'clock, I go to bed.
Oh, my bad. Well, hey, did you want to do the outro while I get the raid ready?
Sure.
All right.
Hey, this is the outro song. Yeah.
The song's already playing.
So
Just
we
leave
were
us
watching
out.
Cobra Kai. We were watching Cobra Kai, and they have the fight song. So during the fight scene, the song's like, "This is the fight song." Yeah.
Oh, I started watching Cobra Kai when I had YouTube Premium a couple like maybe a year or two ago, maybe 3 years ago. I loved it. I loved the first season. I just didn't like the fact that it was on YouTube. But now that it's on Netflix, I started watching season 2. It is so fucking good. And I can't understand why Johnny and Machio, their characters, or just can't get along. They're so alike.
That's what I was saying today. They're destined to be best friends, but
that's the
something
same thing I
always
thought.
happens.
It just
Well,
pisses
I
me
guess
off.
Extreme Cook's ready and waiting for us. So
All right. Well, let me go ahead and get this going. Hey guys, thank you for tuning in to Circular Jerks. As always, our special guest JayDoubleUEll. I am Peach Z90 or Peach Z, whichever one I just.
So real quick, Jay, plug everything you can. Let
Yeah.
us know where to find you at all times.
All right, Twitch TV /JWL. I've got a Facebook channel. Everything's linked on my Twitch account, but if you go to Twitch TV /JWL, I'm also on YouTube, youtube.com/JWL. I don't put a lot of content on YouTube yet. I'm starting to work on that. But you can find me on Twitch, on YouTube, and on Twitter at JWL. So there's where I'm at.
Dope. All right. Let me go
Sweet.
ahead end the stream, and we'll catch you guys next time.
Bye, everyone.
Thank you for coming to Circular Jerks, everyone.
Bye.